Hello, and how are you? It's Patricia Faley, your marketing secrets diva, patriciafaley.com. I just wanted to take a moment and tell you about a very important video that I just watched through Jonathan Budd. And I'm going to do my best at explaining exactly kind of what he talked about and how it hit home with me because, the law of attraction works. It does, folks. It really does. When you know the law of attraction and you are aware of things that are happening in your life and you put it out there, an answer to your question per se, and it may not come right back right away, but it will come back to you in some shape or form. And it always seems, though, that Jonathan Budd answers the question in a lot of different ways. And today he answered a question that I was having. I'm having some difficulty right now in an area of my life that I don't feel is working very well. And I know in my heart of hearts that I do not want to place blame on anything, because placing blame is just not, you have to accept responsibility for what it is that you do, and I understand that. But, I also see that there are a lot of mistakes being made around me, and it's being allowed. But on the other hand, I cannot make a mistake, so because it's not allowed. So it was fighting with my insides, because I feel that some things need to be changed, because it's causing me to work harder and to reevaluate the situation better, because there's a lot of things happening that I have to catch, and it's putting me kind of on eggshells to catch these mistakes quickly so that I don't make a mistake, and it just gets worse and worse from there. So I wanted to start by telling you this is a powerful video for you to understand and take heed on. And this information right here will in fact change your life and how you do things. So the most important thing that you can learn is how to access your power and how to stop allowing your power from getting drained. Okay? And right now my power is being drained, because I know for a fact that this is not working out right, and I need to access my power again. I'm losing my power because of the feelings that I'm having inside of me. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that into this video and tell you a little bit about what he kind of said and how it relates to the world. The most important thing you can do, of course, like I said, is to access your power and stop allowing your power to get drained. This is important in winning or losing the battle of life, whether it's prospecting or relationships or doing things that you really do not like to do. Whatever it may be, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you, because it's real and it will hit home for you, because it did for me today. You either are accessing your power, which equals that you are fully charged, okay, or you're being drained, the opposite of accessing your power. And when we feel worse, okay, when we are working on something that is not fun and energizing to ourselves, okay, so it could be that you might be working on making a squeeze page, or making something that you're not really a technical person, and it's a hassle for you and it's not fun for you, and you may, or whatever it is in your life, your relationship's not fun for you, and you're placing blame, or you're saying that it's not your fault in your mind, and I want you to start to analyze that. Successful people plug what's draining to them, okay? And they go towards what's energizing to them. So through careful assessment, they plug their leaks. Successful people know that they have to access their work or assess their work to see what's working and what's not, okay? So we need to stop making ourselves and others in the world wrong. Number one. When we make something wrong, we are arguing with reality. Really, we are arguing with reality. We are saying that what happened should or should not be happening, okay? Well, we really need to take should out of our vocabulary, as Jonathan Budd said. You need to take should out of your vocabulary, because what's happening is happening, folks. You know, you cannot change what's happened. That's for sure. What's happened has already happened, okay? And what is going on around you is happening. You can't change reality. You can't say it should or should not be. You can't place the blame, because when you place blame, you bring it back to yourself. You're bringing back the actual pain and the suffering that causes when you're placing blame on other people. The only thing that you can control is how you perceive what is happening, okay? So when we remove the word should from our vocabulary, when you are stuck thinking that things shouldn't be this way, or they are draining, you're draining yourself and taking away your power, okay? He was right when he said, you cannot argue with reality, you will lose. Because no matter how justified you are or want to be, if you are arguing with experience that happened to you, inevitably you're going to lose. Okay? You can't argue with them. They happen because whatever it is, you've brought it to yourself. And if you can't place blame on it, you can only change the way that you are perceiving it in your mind to be, because you're going to suffer from that. Modify your perception. This is everything, okay? How I perceive to be is not how the world really is. So if you remove the observer, if you remove me, if I think that it's this way and you remove me, then it doesn't exist, okay? So what my perception is to me, okay? So resistance will only take that away from you. And that is so true. It's so true, because we see things as we see things. Not everybody sees things the same way you see things. But in your mind, you have created this perception to be the truth. And in reality, the truth is what it is. Things are what they are. And if you want to change that, you have to change what's your perception of it. Okay? And learn the lesson that is being taught. So say, okay, I need to step it up. I need to change this. I need to increase my game. I need to do more of this. I need to take care of this. And I need to get it done. It's draining me. I need to work it out. I need to take that away. Okay? So that's the only way that you're going to transform the situation for yourself. Don't make others wrong. Don't say it's not my fault, and don't play a victim to it. Okay? Because when you play a victim, you're accepting that suffering inside of you. Okay? And that's not the way you want to be. So do say, this is not how I live, and I have experienced it firsthand, and how this affects the world. How is what I'm doing affecting the world? And how is what I'm doing, can I change it, okay? And then just stop. And it's as easy as taking this pen and just throwing it to the side, because you need to throw it away. You need to stop the blame and just, whatever it is that's bothering you right now, stop. Throw it away. Let it go, okay? And you need to revamp your perception of it and turn it around for yourself, okay? Because remember, when you feel disconnected from the universe, from everything that's happening, when you're fighting with your spouse and you feel disconnected from your spouse, when things aren't going the right way in your relationships and you think it should be a different way, okay? That's putting you over here and that person over here. Instead, you need to take and change your perception of the way you think it should be. And you need to blend it with the way it is, okay? And accept it as is. And change your perception of it as is, okay? And if you want to create the changes, then you need to create the changes as is, okay? And you cannot change what is. Reality is. And your perception of it is what changes, okay? So when we're drained from our power, we're disconnected. When we're connected, we gain the power. It's your choice if you like to suffer and make others wrong. If you feel justified in it and you want to be justified, it's your choice to make that decision right now, okay? But being justified is not always what you want, because you're going to suffer in order to be justified, okay? So 100% we need to provide our businesses, okay? If you're in business and you want to be successful, okay? Wealth is a byproduct of the service that you give. It's not a byproduct of the business. Your business isn't making money. The service you provide makes the money. So whatever business you're in, your perception should be that I need to provide the best service and provide humanity with value, okay? And when you have that, then what comes from that will be wealth, okay? Will be what is, when you give, you receive, okay? What you give will be what you sow. You know, the seeds you sow will be giveth back to you, okay? So if you're sowing seeds of unkindness and blame and everything else, you're just going to get more of that. So take care. I hope you enjoyed this, and God bless you. Bye-bye.